lesson is you should know the location of metals and nonmetals on the periodic table. And you should understand that ionic compounds form a neutral compound overall, meaning to say the positive charge must be equal to the total negative charge, okay? So just a very quick review. You have the yellow one here, those are the metals, meaning metallic elements located on the left side of the periodic table. And then we have here the green, those are the nonmetals. Here is our periodic table of selected ions, okay? Group 1 has positive 1, group 2 has positive 2, and then transition metals or transition elements has various charges. And of course here, these are the nonmetals or what we call anions, okay? So, in writing ionic compound, keep in mind that the sum of charges in an ionic compound must equal to 0. And that's what I'm going to demonstrate to you. How is it possible that we are going to make it 0? Okay? Although they have different charges. Say for example here, potassium ion and chlorine ion. So potassium here. Okay, so we have the charge here. This is where the charge is coming from. Okay, let's determine first where is the an ion. Okay, let's determine what is the positive ion first, and then we have here K plus, all right? And then this is negative ion, Cl negative, that's chlorine. This is easy because we have one charge here and one charge here. So the amount of charges between two ions are equal. So it's gonna be just positive 1 and then it's negative 1. So when you add positive 1 and negative 1, it is already neutral, equals to 0. There's no charge anymore. So the formula here is gonna be KCl. Let us identify the positive ion. This is Ca2+, and then the negative ion is Cl negative. So this is cation and this is an ion. All right. So to neutral the charges or to make it equal, look at the charge here. We have 2+, meaning to say we need 2 chlorine ion to balance this. So it's going to be Cl negative. And since the charge here is 1, we need only 1 calcium ion to balance chlorine. Therefore, when we sum the charges, it's going to give you 2+, and then it's going to be 2 negative. So when you add 2+ and 2 negative, it will become 0. Okay? Therefore, what is the formula now? So, count. How many calcium ion? We have 1. So just write 1 calcium because that's 1. So how many chlorine? Count it. 1, 2. So it's going to be Cl2. So the formula now is CaCl2. Okay? So that's now the ratio of calcium to chlorine. You need 1 calcium ion for 2 chlorine ion. Okay? We have here aluminum 3+. Okay? And then this is oxide 2 negative. Okay? So that's oxygen actually. So to balance oxygen, we need 3 ions of oxygen. So O2 negative, O2 negative. And to balance aluminum with oxygen, look at the charge, it's 2. We need 2 aluminum. Okay? Okay, so when you add up their charges, 3+ plus 3+, it will give you positive 6. And this is negative 6. So when you add them, it's going to become 0. Therefore, they don't have charge anymore. Okay? Another way of showing how to write the formula for ionic compound is this. Okay, after determining the positive ions, which is copper, after determining the positive ion, which is copper, write it down, Cu+, and negative ion, O2 negative. Okay, so how to equalize the charges? So we're gonna have here 1 times negative 2, and that negative 2 you will multiply here, and then we have here 2 times the charge positive 1. So this is equal to negative 2, and this is equal to positive 2. Therefore, negative 2, okay, plus positive 2 gives you 0. That's one way. Okay, let's do it again here. So identify the positive ion. We have Pb, 4 positive, and then we have O2 negative. Okay, so here 4 times -2 is equal to -8. And then here 2, we're gonna disregard the charge, times +4. We have +8. Therefore, we're gonna have here -8 plus +8 gives you 0. Alright? So, how are you gonna write the formula? So we have Pb 2O4. You're gonna reduce it to the lowest term or to the simplest form. You use 2 as 2 divided by 2, 1, 4 divided by 2, 2. So it's gonna be PO2. Okay? Okay, if you don't like to do this one, you do this one. Okay, let's do it over. Just to do this one, so this is how you're gonna do it. The other method, Cu plus and then O2 negative. Very easy to find the formula. So since it's +1, we need only one ion or one atom of oxygen. Since this is -2, to balance oxygen, we need 2 atoms of copper. So we're gonna add one more. Okay, so that's now balanced. When you put down, it's gonna be +2, and then this is -2. And when you add them, it's gonna give you 0 charge. So there's no more charge. And then, how to write the formula? Write this down. Metal first. Cu, how many? 1, 2. That's the subscript, 2 atoms of copper. And then this O. How many? It's only 1. So it's just Cu2O. Okay? Now, how about this one? So we have Pb 4 plus and O2 negative. Okay? So, obviously, we need 4 atoms of oxygen here. So, O2 negative, O2 negative, O2 negative. Okay, and then we have 2 here, so we need 2 ions of this. So, 4 plus. So, it's gonna be +8 plus -8. It gives you 0. So, what's the formula? 1, 2, count that, Pb2. How many oxygen? 1, 2, 3, 4. So, O4. Just reduce it to lowest to simplest form, like the empirical formula. So, it's going to be PbO2. Okay? Let's see if we still have example here. But if you want to do, we're going to do Fe3 plus, Fe